It's an exciting week for the Hoops as the club are set to take on Feyenoord in the Champions League. Ahead of it, the club have announced an eye-watering turnover and profit of which we will discuss in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Mark Watt, who has variously served as a former SFA performance chief and a past player and technical director for Feyenoord, anticipates that Celtic will utilise a counter-attacking and physically robust strategy against Feyenoord. This expectation is based on the tactics commonly deployed by Eredivisie teams when squaring off against Feyenoord. Watt is confident that the Dutch side will find the back of the net but conceals that Brendan Rodgers and his Celtic squad to be circumspect and not overly expansive in their Champions League Group E opener. Watt told Sun Sport, "This is a memorable game between the clubs. There's so much history involving Feyenoord and Celtic." He also delves into the rich history between the two clubs, harking back to Feyenoord's triumph over Celtic in the 1970 European Cup. Watt highlights the contributions of Celtic legends such as Wim Jansen, Henrik Larsson, Bobby Petter and Pierre van Hooijdonk, who were also warmly received at Feyenoord. Having had a brief playing career and a more significant administrative role at Feyenoord, Watt expects the Dutch team to press high and circulate the ball swiftly. He believes Rodgers will be well prepared for this and will likely instruct his team to adopt a more defensive stance. Acknowledging Feyenoord's current goal scoring prowess, Watt is keen to see how Celtic will adapt under Rodgers' stewardship. He also believes that Celtic's recent experience of playing at an empty Ibrox will stand them in good stead for the upcoming fixture. While Mark Watt might think this is the best course of action for Celtic, it's worth noting that the boys may not have the core strength in midfield to be over-physical. This could be the Achilles heel that unravels them as they attempt to adopt such a tactic. Celtic Football Club have recently unveiled its financial results for the fiscal year ending on June the 30th, 2023, and the numbers are nothing short of spectacular. The club has reported a staggering pre-tax profit of £40.7 million, and that's without accounting for the sales of Jota and Carl Starfelt. Here's a comprehensive breakdown of these financial revelations and what they signify for the future of our club. Key financial highlights. Revenue surge. The club's revenue skyrocketed by 35.8%, reaching £119.9 million, up from £88.2 million in 2022. Profit. A jaw-breaking profit of £40.7 million was recorded. Cash reserves. The club has a robust £72.3 million in the bank. Operational milestones. Clinched the domestic treble for a world record 8th time in the 2022-23 season. Secured a spot in the UEFA Champions League group stages for the 2023-24 season. Participated in the UEFA Champions League group stages in the 2022-23 season. Hosted 26 home matches at Celtic Park. The chairman's insight. Peter Lowell, the chairman, began by warmly welcoming Brendan Rodgers back to the managerial helm, succeeding Ange Postecoglou. Lowell expressed gratitude towards Ange for his contributions and looked forward to Rodgers steering the club to further glory. Financial details unpack the £31.7 million increase in revenue primarily due to our participation in the UEFA Champions League, which led to increased ticket sales and media rights income. Additionally, the club's Australian tour and a record year in retail contributed significantly. The profit increase was also boosted by a £14.4 million gain from player sales. Liquidity and future investments. The club's cash reserves of £72.3 million will be instrumental in settling transfer dues and funding the redevelopment of our Barrowfield training facility. Lowell emphasised the importance of maintaining a cash buffer, especially given the financial disparities between the Champions League and Europa League. Squad investments. Celtic have been proactive in strengthening their squad, spending £13 million this year, taking the total investment to £51.4 million over the last 2 years. Post-June, an additional £15 million has been invested, bringing the total to £66.4 million. This investment was pivotal in retaining the SPFL title and achieving a domestic treble. Women's team achievements. Our women's team has also had a commendable season, narrowly missing the SWPL title, but successfully defending the Scottish Cup. Their Champions League journey was the furthest the team has ever gone, adding another feather to the Celtic cap. European aspirations. Lowell, who also serves as the Vice Chairman of European Club Association, the ECA, reiterated Celtic's commitment to the European football and governance, looking forward to the new European club competition format from 2024, which would yield even bigger sums of cash for Celtic should they get there. Peter Lowell extended his heartfelt thanks to the Celtic family, both the team and the fans, for their unwavering support and contributions to yet another triumphant year. While these financial figures are undoubtedly impressive, it's crucial to remember that the ultimate aim is to translate this kind of financial muscle into tangible results on the European stage. Yes, our financial standing may still be dwarfed by some of the European giants, but Celtic has always been a club that punches above its weight. With the resources we now have, there's no reason we can't make a significant impact in Europe. One promising development is the planned upgrade of our Barrowfield training facility, set to commence in 2024. This investment is not just a statement of intent, but a concrete step towards building a future where Celtic is not just a dominant domestically, but also a force to be reckoned with in European competitions. Celtic's journey in the Champions League has been a rollercoaster of emotions, filled with moments of sheer brilliance and heart-wrenching disappointments. As we gear up for yet another season under the stewardship of Brendan Rodgers, who's back for a second spell, the question on every fan's lips is, can the Hoops finally break the jinx and make a mark in the Europe's elite competition? The last time Celtic Park witnessed a Champions League home win was in 2013, a 2-1 triumph over Ajax. A deflected shot from Baram Kayol and James Forrest's penalty were enough to secure the win, but it was a solitary victory in a campaign that otherwise left us wanting. Fast forward to the 16-17 season, Brendan Rodgers' first team saw us clinch just 3 points from 3 draws. The 3-3 thriller against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City was a spectacle, but it wasn't enough to lift us from the bottom of the group. The following season we found ourselves pitted against European heavyweights PSG and Bayern Munich. A 3-0 win against Anderlecht was the highlight, propelling us to the third place and a spot in the Europa League. But since then, the Champions League stage has been less forgiving. Even Ange Postecoglou's debut season, promising fast and fearless football, only yielded 2 points both against Shakhtar. So what's different this time? For starters, this is a team moulded by Ange but managed by Brendan. The golfing class between our domestic and European opposition is glaring. Whilst we may steamroll Dundee on a Saturday, a midweek trip to Rotterdam to face Feyenoord is a different kettle of fish altogether. The margin for error is razor thin. A misplaced pass or a momentary lapse in concentration can be catastrophic. Kyogo, our Japanese sensation, is under the spotlight. Despite his domestic prowess, he failed to find the net in last year's competition. This season offers a chance for redemption, a chance to etch his name alongside Celtic legends like Henrik Larsson and Shunsuke Nakamura. The challenges are monumental. Atletico Madrid, Feyenoord and Lazio are no pushovers. Our defence, already stretched thin, has to be resolute. Joe Hart, the man between the sticks, needs to summon performances that defy his years. It's a steep climb, but isn't that what Celtic is all about? Overcoming odds, defying expectations and creating nights that etch in history. Celtic fans, what do you make of our turnover? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts with our Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celticpower.com or just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.